Hey guys, I'm Rob Higgins, President and CEO of the Tampa Bay Super Bowl LV Host Committee, and welcome to our Super Bowl 55 recap show.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers headed to Super Bowl 55.
We're going to give you a behind-the-scenes look at the Super Bowl, as well as some exclusive musical performances from Low Cash, CeeLo Green, and Dan and Shay.
Super Bowl weekend, we're Dan and Shay. We love you.
What a surreal journey it's been. You may recall we actually weren't awarded this Super Bowl. It went to LA, and then their stadium construction fell behind, and we were awarded the event in October of 2017. Little did we know, a year ago, the pandemic would hit, and it would lead to a lot of different twists and turns. And then our hometown Tampa Bay Buccaneers made history and became the first ever team to play at home for a Super Bowl, and they won it.
The Vince Lombardi Trophy is staying here in Tampa Bay.
We can't wait to take you through all the different things that happened during Super Bowl week, but none of it would have been possible without great partners. Now let's listen in to some key community partners and get their thoughts on the week that was with Super Bowl 55.
Every Super Bowl we've hosted has been extremely special. They leave lasting memories, legacies for our hometown, but Super Bowl 55 is especially important in light of the 2020 we've all just experienced and all the things we're still going through. This one is the right place, the right time, and the right team. I think my experience goes back to 2017 when Mr. Higgins, our sports commissioner, and I made the presentation to the NFL, and when we were selected as the hometown team for the Super Bowl. And then the planning that goes on, the execution that goes on. And this week has been really great because we've really started to see our local fan base very, very excited, as well as incoming visitors that are really wanting to take in the Super Bowl, especially because of the pandemic and what they've been through over the last year or so. We want this to be a great example for the rest of the country to follow. You can balance having a big event and impacting your economy in a positive way and still being safe and taking care of health and welfare. So again, very, very excited that we're able to serve as a role model for the rest of the country, maybe even the world, that you can really have an event of this caliber and everyone come enjoy themselves and be safe. This is an incredible destination. So from the decor that you see all over the town, the beautiful waterfront shots, our incredible neighborhoods, this is really a destination that you can experience even in the middle of a pandemic. So if you were on the fence about visiting any destination in the United States, I would say this is the destination you want to get off the fence on, because we have a safe destination for anyone to visit. They're going to come here, they're going to enjoy a dynamic, diverse, culturally rich destination, and they're going to do it in a safe way.
Welcome to Tampa Bay.
There's a special relationship with the folks from Visit Tampa Bay. And the fact that we're able to work with them and the host committee and a number of other organizations to make this event happen from a regional perspective. And I think that really is critical because this region is very powerful. I really enjoyed the fact in the media center, we were able to go through and showcase both destinations while being in the same booth and playing off our amenities. And in the same sense, Santiago and I also played off each other with the media interviews. The media value that we got just from the game being here was phenomenal. ESPN was broadcasting from St. Pete Beach. And when they first started out, and I forget who one of the on-air talents says, folks, we're at the beach, and they're showing backwards to the ocean, to the Gulf, and then to the sand, and it's just absolutely stunning. And then there were the stories about all the different things that you can do in the area, whether you're going into downtown St. Pete, or whether you're going to the pier, you're going to our cultural attractions, or you're stopping by our other communities. And this was a great opportunity to showcase the region as a whole. In the activation area, we were able to go through and get over 1,600 people to sign up saying, hey, we want more information about St. Pete Clearwater. I think there's a lot of things that we're still finding out about the economic impact of what Super Bowl was this time. I know that when we look specifically at the weekend, we saw occupancy rates, we saw hotel rates that were at the highest since really March when the pandemic started. While there was limited attendance at the Super Bowl itself, I think you had fans that were here that enjoyed the festivities. They were still here for the atmosphere, the thrill of it. And whoever's watching this, I hope they realize that this region as a whole works together to put on big events like this. The fact this is the 5th Super Bowl that has been held here is testament to that. And it seems to be getting better every time. And I would hope that folks looking at this say, hey, I think I want to make sure I'm invested in this region, whether I'm coming down to visit, whether I'm moving my business down here. The other element is you're in the state of Florida, and you're moving to Florida where there's no state income tax. So already you're saving some dollars there. And plus, this time of the year when it's, 5 feet of snow up in the Midwest or in the Northeast, and we're sitting there with 5 feet of sunshine. That's the selling point for us.
Well, good morning, everyone. I could not be happier to be here and to welcome you to Super Bowl 55. On behalf of the Board of County Commissioners, I want to say how excited we are to be hosting our 5th Super Bowl. To have the Bucs play in the Super Bowl here at home at Raymond James Stadium is not only historic, but it's a dream come true for Buccaneer fans across Tampa Bay. When our community hosts major events, 2 terms immediately come to mind, and you've heard one of them a lot here today. That's Team Tampa Bay, and it's game day every day. I can tell you these are not just slogans, because our community recognizes that when we host a major event, we have an incredible opportunity to showcase our community on the worldwide stage. As Rob mentioned, event after event, all of our partners rally together and work together as a team. The spirit of cooperation could not be any better, and that is certainly witnessed here today. And as I look around this morning at this press conference across Tampa Bay, and especially at the 8,000 volunteers and ambassadors who will be on the front lines welcoming and assisting our guests from the moment they get off the airport, or get off the plane at the airport, to when they leave our city. I can honestly say that we have dream teams both on and off the field. Our community has an extremely successful history of hosting major worldwide events. But make no mistake, there's no other event like a Super Bowl. Yes, we've had some unique challenges this year, but marquee sports is in our DNA, and Team Tampa Bay is prepared to handle any and all challenges. And because of our dream teams, Tampa Bay will shine brighter than ever, and the Buccaneers will reach football immortality when we win the Lombardi Trophy. Absolutely. Now it's my pleasure to bring up my good friend, Mayor Jane Castor, who's doing a remarkable job leading our city during these challenging times. Thank you all for being here, and go Bucs.
Thank you, Rob. I want to start off by recognizing Rob and Claire as our captains. Anybody who has been, yes, amen. Anyone who has been involved in the planning in a large event can only begin to imagine what it takes to put on a successful Super Bowl. So you guys have been nothing short of amazing. And Derek Brooks, my friend Derek Brooks, on the host committee, not only was a legend on the football field, but all that he does for our community as well. And in recognition, they named this Super Bowl after him. Super Bowl 55, better known as Derek Brooks Day. So Derek and Will, thank you so much. And the entire host committee, I know that you guys have moved mountains, so we certainly appreciate it. And I can't even begin to express the gratitude. I tried the other night at the airport to Brian and Darcy and the entire Glazier family and Buccaneer organization. My partner Anna and I and our kids went out, met the family, met the team when they came in, and just tried to express what that win and what this team means to our community, especially during these times. So thank you to the Glazier family. Now, we are going to put on the best Super Bowl in history. There is absolutely no doubt about that. I've done a lot of interviews this week, as others have as well, and there's a lot of talk about the barriers. But you know, here in Tampa Bay, we don't see barriers, we see possibilities. And so we have come together in that collaborative way that we always do to ensure that this is the best Super Bowl. Now, we may not see that economic boom, but we have that once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to be on the world stage, to have millions upon millions of individuals seeing what we already know, and that is Tampa Bay is a slice of paradise, and we get to live here every single day. So I could not be more excited. We are prepared here. A lot of people think that Tampa Bay is actually the name of the city, but as I said, if you pick St. Pete, you get Clearwater in Tampa. And that's the way it goes. That's the way we market ourselves. We all have unique characteristics, and we're going to be able to share that with the world come next Sunday. So I had an opportunity to talk to the mayor of Kansas City, and as Steve indicated, it's 20-some degrees up there right now with snow and more snow coming. So I gave them the good news. All you have to bring is a carry-on. All you need are some shorts, a t-shirt, you gotta bring sunscreen, some sunglasses, and do not forget your mask. Because not only will we put on the best Super Bowl, but it will be the safest event that has ever been orchestrated during these times. But I was talking to him, he indicated he was a little bit of a cigar aficionado, and he knew that Tampa was known as the epicenter of great cigars. So I told him that I would ensure that his community receives some of those great cigars. In addition, I promised that I would supply enough Tampa Bay craft beer for Kansas City to drown their sorrows when Tampa Bay hoists the Lombardi Trophy in our own backyard, making history. It's gonna happen, Tampa Bay. We are gonna be the first team to win the Super Bowl in our own backyard. Thank you all, and let's get this going.
The Super Bowl is a big part of our $57.4 billion economic impact. That is sports and sports tourism and sports development. And we are just so appreciative of the NFL's confidence in the state of Florida and in Tampa Bay and our other communities to continue to allow us to host the world on this stage. We found ourselves in a situation where another community needed to host Super Bowl 55. Again, Tampa Bay was ready to answer the call. And when we say Team Tampa Bay, it truly is a team. And the leadership, Rob Higgins and Mayor Castor, the members of the boards of county commissions, not just here in Hillsborough, but also in Pinellas and other neighboring counties. Everyone has come together in this regional area to really put on what I believe is top-notch in terms of safety, being top of mind, and also being very entertaining. And this will definitely be a Super Bowl that will go down in the history books as one that we will never forget. Florida is open for any type of play that you would like to experience. Again, from our beaches to our lakes, from golf to tennis to just anything that you can think of. Again, professional, recreational, leisure, and amateur sports. Florida is where the world comes to play.
St. Pete Clearwater, every detail is more vivid and more vibrant than you could ever imagine. Where soothing waves beckon you to explore it all. Where miles of white sand beaches meet world-class sunsets. Immerse your senses in St. Pete Clearwater.
Right after we were awarded Super Bowl 55, we had an important job on hand, and that was to land 2 great leaders to help lead our host committee. You can't have Super Bowl 55 without a man who's synonymous with the number 55 in Tampa, Mr. Derek Brooks, helping lead the way. We are also fortunate to land Will Weatherford, a guy whose Rolodex is only matched by his incredible leadership skills. So we had a great defensive coordinator, a great offensive coordinator, and we were so fortunate to have both of them helping lead the way for us. Now let's turn it over to our kickoff press conference and hear their thoughts on the importance of our hometown hosting their 5th Super Bowl.
Again, thank you guys for being here, and again, I'm excited. And sometimes that fandom, probably over the next 7 days, will probably get more displayed, and I don't know how much I can wear my co-chairman hat versus my Buccaneer hat, but I'll do the best I can to balance that. But in all seriousness, being a part of our 2002 team that won Super Bowl 37, and now getting a chance to be a part of the leadership efforts to bring Super Bowl 55 here to Tampa, I must say I'd rather be a part of a team that played in the game. Because that planning part of it, you know your opponent, you know what you're studying for, you know what you're doing. But I'm so proud of, obviously, our Tampa Bay community and being unwavering in your support of us. Yes, we've had to be light on our feet. We've had to call a lot of audibles. But through each and every one of these, we did it together. And that's why I'm so proud to stand here before you to be a part of the leadership team. And even much more proud at the fact that our community of Tampa Bay, we're going to end up being the winners. Obviously, we want to continue to write history and hopefully that our Buccaneers will get it done. But when all the dust settles, for me, I step back and look and see how our community wins. And we're going to win through our community efforts. Over $2 million is going to be staying here in this Bay Area through our partnership with the NFL and supporting our 6 pillars. Now, whether we're talking early childhood education, we're talking families, sustainability, systemic justice, all those legacy programs are going to be carried on well before the Confederate settles on Raymond James Stadium. And to me, guys, that's what fuels me in being a part of this leadership team and myself being proud to say that we all invested into that legacy. So speaking of investing in legacy, it do me honors to call up my offensive coordinator. He's been called and obviously couldn't get things done without his leadership by our side. So please give him a round of applause, our co-chairman and my good friend, Mr. Will Weatherford.
Thank you, Rob. Good morning. What a beautiful day. Mr. Co-chairman, Derek Brooks was my hero when I played small college football and was a linebacker and had to look up to somebody. My favorite player was Derek Brooks. So to get a chance to co-chair a Super Bowl with your favorite player is a really special thing. And I just want to say thank you to the host committee members. When COVID-19 hit, there was an easy out for people to back out of this sponsorship, to back out of this partnership, this mechanism that throwing the biggest party in the world, which is the Super Bowl. But did you know that we didn't lose one single sponsor? Not one sponsor over the last year throughout this entire tenure. And that speaks to the conviction and the commitment of the Tampa Bay business community to its community. And I just cannot say enough words of thanks and gratitude to all the companies, all the businesses, for-profit, nonprofit, public sponsors, private sponsors. We would not be here if it was not for you. As you can tell in our backdrop, the city of Tampa has transformed. Tampa Bay as a whole has transformed since the last Super Bowl came here just 11 years ago. And we're going to showcase that to the world. The entire global stage will be set right here on Tampa Bay. All the eyes, hundreds of millions of people will be paying attention to the vista that we've created here in Tampa that's so amazing. And it's a defining moment for our community. And at our handoff meeting that Rob mentioned earlier, I said that day, when you have a defining moment like a Super Bowl, a city and a community only has so many opportunities to showcase itself to the world. But when those defining moments come, you define the moment or the moment defines you. COVID has tried really hard to define this moment for us. We're not going to let it happen. We're overcoming the challenges of COVID as a community, as a society, and we're going to showcase that on Sunday, February 7th, in front of 100 million people around the world. We need a shot in the arm. Humanity needs a shot in the arm, literally and figuratively. And we're going to give a shot in the arm on February 7th around the world and to this community when we showcase Tampa Bay and put on one of the greatest Super Bowls that has ever been.
Hosting Super Bowl 55 was not only about sharing how far we've come since we last hosted in 2009, but also where we're going, which obviously Water Street Tampa and Vinnick Sports Group is such a huge part of. Vinnick Sports Group in Water Street Tampa hosted an exclusive concert for vaccinated healthcare workers the week of the Super Bowl featuring Low Cash. And then thanks to the generosity of the NFL, we were fortunate to go around Tampa General Hospital, who's a great partner of ours, and surprise some vaccinated healthcare workers with an unforgettable opportunity to attend Super Bowl 55. Let's hear from VSG CEO Steve Griggs to get his thoughts.
Sports and entertainment bring people together. They unify a community, they unify everyone getting together and cheering on the same team. We're all here cheering on the Buccaneers to win the Super Bowl and hopefully winning the Lombardi Trophy, so therefore we can have Lord Stanley and the Lombardi Trophy being together here in the sun. We did that with the Tampa Bay Lightning, and even though we're in the middle of a pandemic and things aren't normal, it brings some form of normalcy together, and couldn't be more excited to be a part of this community and be a part of everything that we pulled together here in such a safe and healthy manner. You know, as we were preparing last year in Miami and saw all the different amazing events and parties that were going on in Miami, obviously it's a little different here this year. Things are scaled back, but the experience is amazing in fact that the Buccaneers are playing in the Super Bowl here, and the ability for fans to get out and to interact with NFL experience in a socially distanced way, to be able to be on the Riverwalk. Not only is Water Street coming alive now and be ready by the end of 2021, with $3.5 billion worth of development. We're building 8 buildings that are coming out of the ground right now. The JW Marriott obviously is hosting Super Bowl this weekend. You can really see the enthusiasm and that people are really excited about being here, whether it be the NFL experience and how it's being socially distanced and people being a part of Super Bowl week. Mayor Castor and Rob Higgins have done an amazing job. The NFL has done an amazing job. And here we are, a day away from having the Super Bowl, and the experience here for really everybody in Tampa and all the visitors that have come here. They're seeing what an amazing city this is.
Y'all doing good? Hey, this is live music. That's what we call this. See if y'all know this song right here. Here we go. Girl, I never seen you in this town. If you need somebody to show you around, well, I know somebody. It's a little too loud to talk in here, and you're out of scene, you wanna disappear. Well, I know a place and I know somebody. Somebody with the gas up truck sitting right outside. It's ready to roll if you're ready to ride, son. Walking with the moonlit sky. Yeah, I know a guy, I know somebody that's lost all his smile. Love you like a song on the radio dial, if that's what you want tonight. I know somebody, you're looking right in his eye. I know somebody, I know somebody, I know somebody, I know somebody, I know somebody. I'm loving the way you act so shy, like you ain't shown, like you can't decide. But I heard you tell your friends that you know somebody that makes you laugh, they can get you home, it might make you fall for the night is gone. So come on, you know I'm that somebody. Somebody with the gas up truck sitting right It's ready to roll if you're ready to ride, son. Up with the moonlit sky. Yeah, I know a guy, I know somebody that's lost all his smile. Love you like a song on the radio dial. That's what you want tonight. I know somebody, and you're looking right in his eyes. Oh, somebody, I know somebody. Oh, somebody, I know somebody. Oh, somebody, I know somebody that's looking for a girl like you. You're falling to kiss you too. Baby, tell me what you wanna do. 'Cause I know I got a gas up truck sitting right outside. It's ready to roll if you're ready to ride, son. Open up the morning sky. I know a guy, I know somebody that's lost all his smile. Love you like a song on the radio dial. That's what you want tonight. I know somebody, if you're looking right in his eyes. Know somebody, I know somebody. Know somebody, I know somebody. Know somebody, ooh, yeah. If you're looking right in his eyes. Know somebody, I know somebody. Know somebody, I know somebody. Know somebody, I know somebody. Woo! Feels good to play music again. Man.
Thank you so much for joining us on Nightside. I'm Carolina Lead. The NFL setting that number 22,000 fans with really strict COVID-19 protocols. But tonight, a special group here in the Bay Area is going to sleep knowing they will be there. After weeks and months on the front line of this pandemic, some of the Bay Area's healthcare workers got a special surprise from the NFL. Emerald Morrow has a story you'll see only on 10 Tampa Bay.
It has been difficult, but they come back every day ready to fight.
People still die and people are still very sick. And we are just trying to manage all of it.
Yet in the face of tribulation, they triumph.
It's been impossible this year, but we have gotten through it with the help of this incredible team here at Tampa General.
Since the pandemic started, there have been nearly 95,000 COVID-19 cases in Hillsborough County alone. Hospitals have struggled with ICU capacity. Frontline workers struggled with fatigue. But now, a reward for their sacrifice.
We're going to help surprise some very deserving healthcare heroes.
What is going on?
Who have helped define this journey getting through the pandemic.
I think they are going to be very excited.
And surprised with a special visit from the head of the Super Bowl host committee and Bucs legend Rondé Barber.
I don't know if you recognize this guy or not.
No.
Do you recognize this guy?
I don't.
There's a legend by the name of Rondé Barber.
Yes, I do know him.
Well, that's him.
Oh, that's him. Oh my goodness.
That's me. So, John, we continue to hear what an unbelievable job you've done over these last 12 months.
And for what they've given, a gift in return.
We're not just giving you a helmet that has 2021 Tampa Bay on it, but you're also getting a ticket to Super Bowl 55.
Oh, thank you very much.
Tickets to Super Bowl 55.
Oh my.
Thank you to you for everything that you've done during the pandemic.
For frontline workers whose drive, commitment, and brains in the hospital mirror the fortitude and brawn of the players they'll see on the field.
I'm going to have a blast.
You're going to have fun.
I'm going to have a blast, and I appreciate it.
So awesome, and the surprise not stopping there. NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell's dropping into a call with Sarasota Memorial Hospital today as well.
You want your team to be there. So if you're able to swing it, I want to invite each member of your team, the 5 Waldermere unit, to be our guest at the Super Bowl.
Now, those two groups will be part of the 7,500 healthcare heroes allowed to attend, most from the Tampa Bay area, plus some that from each of the 32 NFL teams. They will choose from their communities as well, all having already received their COVID-19 vaccine.
Thank you again to the NFL for honoring and welcoming 7,500 vaccinated healthcare workers to Super Bowl 55 at Raymond James Stadium on February the 7th. We think this is just the start of all of us doing a better job recognizing the heroic efforts of all of our healthcare heroes. Thank you so much to each of them for all that you've done to continue to get us through the pandemic. We also want to thank all of our local community partners who have helped out with Super Bowl 55. One of the most impressive things about this overall host effort is the fact that we didn't lose a single public or private partner throughout the entire host effort. We couldn't be more grateful to everybody for their support. We especially want to thank the Buccaneers and the Glazer family. From the very start of the bid, throughout the entire season, throughout the entire host effort, they've been absolutely phenomenal. They're champions not only on the field, but also off the field as well. Now let's hear from a few of our key host committee partners to get their thoughts on the overall host effort, as well as look back at Forever 55.
This whole experience has been amazing. I mean, we've been doing this partnership for a year now, and just the way everything has turned out is so exciting. This is our global retail headquarters home, and so Tampa is very close to us, and the fact that we can celebrate our home team on our home field is just so incredible, and so we're just very excited to be here with our community celebrating this very historic moment. So this partnership has allowed us just to basically give fans an immersive experience with our brand. We're able to showcase our products in really engaging ways. So we have different immersive experiences with our brand, with multiple Instagrammable photo moments, from Armature Works all the way down to Sparkman Wharf, taking over the city of Tampa. People especially enjoyed our upside down room, taking photos there. Just getting to these final 2 weeks has been so incredible, and I can't thank the support of our team enough. I mean, it takes every single team member volunteering their time to come out and give fans this incredible experience with our brand. So I think we're just getting started, and doing things like this in our community is so important to be able to continue to grow and showcase what our brand is all about.
So Tampa Electric's excited about numerous things related to the Super Bowl. One being the host city for such a historic event, first time that's ever happened in history. And Tampa Electric is committed to making it a complete success. We've actually began working with the Super Bowl planning group since late fall of last year, and we've been working on projects related to reliability enhancements, grid improvements around the perimeter around the Tampa Bay Stadium. We've had transmission distribution groups. We've done spot trimming. We've done circuit checks, box checks to ensure that we have 100% reliability during the Super Bowl. Tampa Electric is very much committed to solar energy and renewable energy. In fact, we just announced that we're going to be expanding our solar capacity by another 600 megawatts, making us the largest solar provider per customer in the state of Florida. As part of that effort, we wanted to showcase the importance of solar, so we identified 6 solar panel locations within the activation zones at Julian B. Park, at Curtis Dixon, and at the Technology Center, where we have 6 sets of these individual solar panels for the Super Bowl experience. So Tampa Electric believes in supporting the community. And we believe the Super Bowl is one of the premier events nationally, obviously. And we're honored and privileged to be hosting this historic event in the city of Tampa.
Forever 55 is the Tampa Bay Super Bowl LV Host Committee's legacy program. Through stakeholder funding, the host committee raised $1 million, and the NFL has matched that $1 million. With thought leader support, we identified really core needs and developed 6 pillars to address those needs. Those pillars are early learning, food insecurity, families, health and wellness, sustainability, and systemic justice.
We are so excited for you to see and experience and live in your brand new home for you and your lovely family.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
We've had to be light on our feet. We've had to call a lot of audibles, but through each and every one of these, we did it together. When all the dust settles, for me, I step back and look and see how our community wins. And we're gonna win through our community efforts. Over $2 million is gonna be staying here in this Bay Area through our partnership with the NFL.
As you heard from Derek earlier, Forever 55 is going to leave a lasting legacy in our community for many years to come. Now, we already listened into Low Cash earlier. Let's take a look at some great musical performances from CeeLo Green.
Let's do it. Yeah. They've been waiting. Clap your hands. Clap your hands. Turn it up for me. Everybody, turn it up, man. It's so loud. tonight. We appreciate your energy. We will see you next time. Live and let live, y'all. Peace. Make some noise for CeeLo Green.
In the upcoming weeks, we'll be recapping all the success related to Super Bowl 55. We look at a variety of key factors to analyze the return on investment for the community. It's things like hotel occupancy, airline passenger traffic, media value, as well as the overall social impact of the event. To give you a sneak peek at some of the early indicators that we're seeing that the event was a big success though, let's take a quick look at some of the hotel data specifically. In terms of occupancy, throughout the pandemic, we're running a little less than 50%. For Super Bowl weekend, those 3 days, we were actually at close to 90%. In terms of the hotel rate in which those rooms were sold, just a few weekends prior, it was $102 for a 3-day weekend. During Super Bowl 55, we were at $300, triple what had preceded a few weeks earlier. What about the overall hotel revenue that was garnered for our community? And a few weekends prior, we were at $4.2 million for a 3-day weekend. During Super Bowl 55, nearly 5 times that with $20 million. There's no doubt this was a shot in the arm when our community needed it the most. Again, we're going to plan to provide a full event recap in the upcoming weeks, so stay tuned to our TampaBayLV.com website as well as our social channels.
Hi, my name is Dr. Jacqueline Darna. I'm from Tampa, and I'm proud of it. Why wouldn't you want to come and start a tech company? Why wouldn't you want to move your corporation to where not just employees are incredibly well educated, well trained, and they have real life experiences? And plus, I mean, if you have a company that comes here, I don't think anybody will be upset, especially in the winter months when it's 75 degrees out. So you can stay, work, and play all in the same city.
People told me I couldn't build a tech company here, but I did. I've built 6 of them. If you choose Tampa, you have the exposure, the network, the connectivity that you can make here is different than it is in any other community. So if you're looking for the #1 city in the #1 state, we got you.
There's a reason why companies like ReliQuest are able to grow at our year-over-year growth rate from Tampa and do it in a way where we can control the culture. You can come here and have your own identity and build it your way in the way that you need to address the market.
We have a wonderful ecosystem, for example, for technology companies to come in and plug in. So I'm on the board of Synapse, which is an incredible organization to help people connect with other innovators in the area and in the state of Florida. If you haven't been to Florida and you haven't been to Tampa Bay lately, come visit us, come see what there is to offer, experience it, because it's not grandma and grandpa's Florida.
Downtown Tampa, it's been reinvigorated. There is life, there is energy. You think about a specific area in Water Street and the amount of dollars that have been put to work in that area. Tampa's your opportunity to be a champion. It gives you the platform to build a winning life.
Welcome to Tampa Bay.
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 Our tech scene is destined for big success. Speaking of big success, our Tampa Bay 55 podcast took people behind the scenes of the year going into Super Bowl 55. Our friends at 10 Tampa Bay and Ryan Bass put together this compilation to highlight the overall journey.
Tampa will take over Super Bowl 55.
Welcome to the Tampa Bay 55 podcast, the inaugural pod. I am Ryan Bass, so excited to be partnering with the Rob Higgins for this project.
It's going to be a fun run. We got the call the Los Angeles Stadium was going to be a year delayed. And so could you step in? Only 3 cities have hosted more. You're going to hear that line a lot on this podcast.
Yes, you are. Are you ready to take the pod on the road, man? Let's head to Miami.
We are 305, the Magic City.
Tampa Bay 55 podcast officially on Radio Row here at the Miami Beach Convention Center. John Lynch, your old buddy. He saved a seat for you in the suite, my man. Sunday.
It's great. Florida gets back-to-back Super Bowls. Yep. How fantastic is that?
How you still had those cargo shorts, I have no idea.
Tampa was a lot of fun, and they welcomed us, my family, with open arms.
Only 50% of this podcast has an agent. So who is big time and who is not?
You're the one getting the invites to the parties, not me, my man.
But the momentum is good heading into the weekend.
It's steamrolling ahead to Super Bowl 54 on Sunday, and then officially we get the big game with the handoff coming up on Monday. Tampa Bay 55 podcast via Zoom.
Even though you're in front of that virtual background that features a fictitious national championship, I mean, it's bringing a smile to my face in what's been more challenging times.
There may be some Doc Talk merch coming out. There's a box over there. I don't know if you guys can see it.
Exclusives. We got some exclusives coming in.
Mr. Vinnick, why have you not been a guest on Doc Talk yet with Alex Klein?
It took a decade, so we'll make an appointment for another 10 years from now.
Did you run out of gum in the 5 overtime game?
Something that probably nobody knows. It was the first time in my coaching career I didn't chew gum, so I didn't chew for the rest of the playoffs.
Wow.
I need a Jeter story, man. What's the best one you got for me, Tino?
He wanted to win more than anything else and perform at the top level, which he did. But I don't have any dirt on him for you. Maybe another day in person we can talk about it. But
well, as the official commissioner of this Tampa Bay LV Social Quarterback Draft, all three of you get an A+ in your draft. Will gets extra credit and an additional first-round pick in next year's draft.
I mean, who would have thought a year and a half ago that Bruce would be our head coach, Tom Brady would be our quarterback, Gronk would be here, and we'd be doing a draft from home.
I think if there's someone that I would have given it to, it's Tom. Throw me a couple more touchdown passes, you know what I mean?
I think that's a good trade-off, right? Give you my number, throw me a couple more in the red zone.
That's it. You got to look my way now.
We keep talking about what an important Super Bowl this is, and it being the most important of our lifetimes.
This isn't just about a game this year. This is a lot more than about just a football game. This is about us. This is about our country. This is about coming together. I mean, it's a big deal. This is a historic Super Bowl.
What a great time we had doing the Tampa Bay 55 podcast. Speaking of a great time, let's take it to two guys who know how to have a great time, and that's Dan and Shay.
If you know the words, please sing along. This song right here is called I Should Probably Go to Bed. I'm not going to bed anytime soon, though. I promise you that. We're Super Bowl weekend here in Tampa.
All of my friends finally convinced me to get out of there, to help me forget, to help me move on. Then I heard you back in town in a crowd of strangers and lovers. Someone told me that you were coming, so I should probably go to bed. I should probably turn off my phone. I should quit while I'm ahead. I should probably leave you alone, 'cause I know in the morning I'll be calling, saying sorry for the things I said. So I should probably go to bed, so I don't undo the God over you that it took so long to find. 'Cause all it would take is seeing your face and not forget. I should probably go to bed. I should probably turn off my phone. I should quit while I'm ahead. I should probably leave you alone, 'cause I know in the morning I'll be calling, saying sorry for the things I said. So before I question my decision, is it love? I know it isn't. Now I'm right up in my head again, 'cause I know I don't have the self-control. I gotta wait here to walk away if you're walking. Oh, me that you were coming, so I should probably go to bed. Thank you very much.
That's fun, man.
You say you'll be down in 5. The smell of your perfume is floating down the stairs. You're fixing up your hair like you do. Yeah. I know that I'll be a mess the second that I see you. And you won't be surprised. It happens every time. It's nothing new. It's always on a night like tonight. I think how you can read my mind. But when you look at me with those eyes, I'm speechless. Staring at you standing there in that dress. What it's doing to me ain't a secret. 'Cause watching you is all that I can do. And I'm speechless. You already know that you're my weakness. After all this time I'm just as nervous. Every time you walk into the room, let me hear ya. I'm speechless. Y'all sound good. It started when you said hello and just did something to me. I've been in a daze ever since the day that we met. You take the breath out of my lungs, can't even fight it. And out of the words out of my mouth without even trying. And I'm speechless. Staring at you standing there in that dress. What it's doing to me ain't a secret. 'Cause watching you is all that I can do. And I'm speechless. You already know that you're my weakness. After all this time I'm just as nervous. Every time you walk into the room, I'm speechless. Yeah, baby. Oh, and all the ladies make some noise one more time. It's always on a night like tonight. I think how you can read my mind. 'Cause when you look at me with those eyes, as loud as you can. You ready? I'm speechless. You're standing there. Girl, it ain't a secret. 'Cause watching you is all that I can do. Oh, I'm speechless. You already know that you're my weakness. After all this time, I'm just as nervous. Every time you walk into the room, loud as you can. I'm speechless. Oh, you know it, babe.
This is our last song for tonight, and we hope you sing it as loud as you possibly can. Tampa, we love you so very much. We are Dan and Shay, and this song is called Tequila.
I can still shut down the party. I can hang with anybody. I can drink whiskey, red wine, champagne, all night. Little scotch on the rocks and I'm fine, I'm fine. But when I taste tequila, baby, I still see you cutting up the thorn of sorority t-shirt. The same one you wore when we were sky high in Colorado. Your lips pressed against the bottle, staring on a Bible, baby, I never leave you. I remember how bad I need you. When I taste tequila, hey, when I taste tequila, I can kiss somebody brand new and not even think about you. I can show up to the same bar hear the same songs in my car. Baby, your memory, it only hits me this hard. When I taste tequila, baby, I still see you cutting up the floor in a sorority t-shirt. The same morning when we were sky high in Colorado, your lips pressed against the bottle, spinning on a Bible, baby, I never leave you. I remember how bad I need you when I taste tequila. When I taste tequila. Oh, 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 I ain't even drunk, and I'm thinking how I need your love, how I need your love. Yeah, it sings and sing. When I taste it, baby, I still see you in a sorority t-shirt. The same morning when we were sky high in Colorado, your lips pressed against the bottle, spamming on a Bible, baby, I never leave you. I remember how bad I need you. Sing when I taste tequila. When I taste tequila. Oh, when I taste tequila. When I taste tequila. Oh, thank you very much, Tampa.
What's up, y'all? It's Dan and Shay. Hey, we just want to say huge congratulations to our friends at the Super Bowl host committee for pulling this off. This is an amazing event. It's an honor to be here at the Super Bowl. I even wore my Super Bowl t-shirt from a Super Bowl that happened before I was even born. But man, this was an amazing event. We haven't been on stage in over a year, so this was good for our souls. The fans were incredible. Everybody who put the event on were incredible. We're just so glad to be here.
It takes a lot to put this together, so you guys did an amazing job. Everybody was safe, everything was put together so great. You guys treated us very well, and we thank you. Congratulations. It's going to be a great week.
Love it.
As our Super Bowl 55 recap show comes to a close, we want to thank the NFL for their incredible partnership throughout this journey. We started out as friends, and there's no doubt we've turned into family. We also want to thank all of Team Tampa Bay, from our 8,000 community ambassadors to all of our host committee partners, to everybody that came out the Super Bowl experience presented by Lowe's and did their part to keep others safe. There's no doubt this was an unprecedented and total team effort. When we started this journey, it was about showcasing how far our community has come since we last hosted in 2009, as well as where we're going in the future. But what it turned into was so much more than that. It was an awesome opportunity to showcase our hometown's resiliency, our passion, and our spirit. There's no doubt we look forward to building on the momentum from this event for many years to come into the future. Thank you so much for everything you've done for Team Tampa Bay.